Alexa, pause that. I have this on my solar panel. It's sagging my voltage a little bit down to 276 to get up to 60 hertz, but I just hit 60 hertz and the water's shooting way up to 140 and my water tank's already hot. So this is a torture test. Running it on the AC power, I was actually just running at 35 hertz to achieve a max like 320 psi at this temperature in the garage at this temperature. So the fact that my solar array could run this 2-ton compressor up that high, I didn't even have my meter on there, I don't even want to know, but you saw that that water temperature shot up to 140 pretty much. Leaving, so you know that compressor head pressure was way the hell up there. So I just took off all my gauges. I guess I should have left them on there, but you already know that over 140 degrees is probably over 350 psi, pretty easy. Alright, we got to torture it. We just have to. I just shot up to 60 and back down to 30. So leaving water temperatures under 140. Just kind of dipping back down to reality. But 60 hertz. Oh man, I'd hate to see the head pressure. Oh, this thing just kicked a high, which is programmed in a different setting. There we go. 138 degrees. Voltage is sagged to 277. Which basically means each 280 basically. So it's about 28 volts for each panel. They're 30 volt panels. $140 degrees, leaving water temp. Come on, man, you never see units running that high and survive. Let's see if we go to 65 hertz. This is freaking crazy. Oh. 7 hertz. It's getting close to where it's going to drop out on low voltage, but it's not. 75 hertz. Oh, I got to cut off. Yep, I got my thing maxed out there. Dude, 142 degrees, leaving water temperature. Listen to that baby sing at 70 hertz or 65. Or 60. And we'll put it down to 40. 140. Alright, was not able to knock it offline with the 2 solar arrays, with the sun actually up midday. Let me see what it said. For 3-phase, current is almost 10 amps. That's per leg. 9.3 basically. Yep. 9.3 amps at the 3-phase outlet, basically. So, guarantee the amps would probably be a lot. So, without more meters hooked up, I can't really tell what I'm getting out of those panels, but I think I'm getting more along the lines of what it's capable of at this point. I noticed that on this thing, while it's running on remote, whatever I set the frequency at per what input selected is what it'll save in memory. So I need to wait for it to get back down to low, and there it went, so I could fix it. I don't want to leave it way up high like that. I think I was running like at 35 and 40. But I'm way over temperature on my water heater right now. Way over temperature. Alright, I'd call that success. So my next step is to probably decide what I can get my hands on. Either I wait to get a free compressor from something I take out, used, recycle, or I just take the gamble on buying a brand new compressor, R22 compressor, and putting it in that old bastard Goodman out there. Well, trying to get this done. Got the wife to start painting the ends of this thing, so it kind of blends in with the house. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I've been getting kind of tired this last week, man. I busted this thing together in one weekend, and then I don't know, plus work. Just
just don't feel like I have the energy right now. I just got this mess out here. Yeah. I still gotta continue the concrete out there, probably to match that edge. I don't know when I'm gonna get around to doing that. I gotta deal with the rest of that tree. Yeah, do maybe a little bit by little bit after work. Got this funky thing here. Remember, this backyard was real funky from the people who owned it before us. I like to get rid of this ridiculous concrete around that fig tree. It would leave a nice little big square around there. Maybe put some grass there or something. Maybe some fake grass. We'll see. So anyway, alright, with that, I'll just give you a little update what was going on. Oh, and one more other thing. I got the microprocessor. Let me actually go upstairs and finish filming. Some more thoughts on the temperature controller for my Bastard heater. I have one of my old custom boards I made. This was for my flip-down license plate I used to have in my Durango several years ago, and I had made the company etches 3 boards, so I had a spare board. So kind of drilled some holes and dropped in some opto isolators right there with triac outputs, and so this is kind of ready to fire, run some triacs, which I was going to put on a daughter board to power relays or contactors or whatever. And I haven't worked on it for a couple weeks, so I'm going to forget how it all worked. But anyway, I don't know. Being that I've got all these different things I'm working on, I'm kind of wondering if I should I'm tempted just to buy a Honeywell controller and just slap it on there. Just kind of think of just using one of those, maybe just to run it, just so it's done. Because I'm working on so many different projects at once, and I'm just so slow to getting them done anymore. I can't obsess on one thing. So, I don't know. This is so close, too, to being done. Probably just almost ready to just work. Okay. You guys forced me into it. Here's the microprocessor that I was working on. So I kind of made myself a little daughter board here to have the 2 triacs. Goes to the contactors. Made some labels so I can remember where everything was in each one of those. So I got 24 volts going to that. Got a contactor hooked up. Water temperature set. Leaving water. Right now I have this potentiometer just kind of fudging the leaving water. So if it goes over, this contactor's hooked up to high speed basically. So once my water outlet gets above 130, it's going to shut off the high speed relay, slow down the compressor via the VFD, and then once it gets below a couple degrees under that, it's going to kick back in to high. So basically be able to modulate the compressor speed. 2-step the VFD basically. I could do a analog input, but I don't think there's any point to that. Yellow light is just basically enabling the VFD, and then the red one is that high speed there. I can jumper my resistor here just to give another false value. Now it says the water temperature is 142. It shuts everything off. So it seems to be working up here. Here's what I got going on. Kind of cramming this stuff together in a hurry. Here is the microprocessor back up in there. Got the LCD in front of it. I got a little daughter board, my triacs, and some buttons to change modes. So I can change the temperature. I just have one thermistor kind of plugged in there real quick. The other one just reading into oblivion. I see I'm not going to get this done tonight, but it does look like I should be able to get that going next couple days or so, and maybe get this thing controlling off of this instead of off of the temporary thermostat. This is just one of those boxes from the defrost time clocks, and when I buy a new one, it comes with a whole box, and then I just take the guts out, put it in the original unit, and then keep these boxes. Make nice electrical enclosures with knockouts. Yeah, so get going on that a little more later in the week. With that, catch you guys later. Alexa, continue music.